News with Gina.
The News with Gina Grad.
I'll get a couple of Adam plugs in first. New podcast out with Are You Sitting, Brian? Mark Sanchez.
Ooh, I saw that. What's up with the Mark Sanchez podcast? Fourth and Forever?
Yeah, for Showtime Digital. They do another show. They do Fighter and the Kid and King and the Sting, and they do a basketball one with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, and now a football comedy one that we just launched. Yeah.
Nice. And, of course, about last night. And then the Halloween Spooktacular Cruise coming up in October. So keep that in mind. All right, Gina Grad, what do you got?
Well, this story's a couple days old now, but we don't care. We want to pay a little homage. You all probably know by now, but Rolling Stone reports that Neil Peart, the virtuoso drummer and lyricist for Rush, died last week in Santa Monica, California. He was 67, according to a family spokesperson. The cause was brain cancer, I believe glioblastoma, which Peart had been quietly battling for 3.5 years.
That's yours, right?
No, but it's more or less the same. It's just a little more aggressive. A little more aggressive. Mine's a glioma, and glioblastoma is very similar, obviously, but that's a little more aggressive.
Yours is glioma.
Yep,
and that's glioma.
Glioblastoma.
Glioblastoma. Oh,
so similar.
Yeah, I was looking at it, I was going, why are they so close?
Yeah,
right,
well,
anyway.
The news broke Friday. It came as a shock to everybody. I texted Dawson right away because I knew that would be a tough weekend. But apparently his friends have known about this for years. They kept quiet out of respect for his privacy, and obviously he will be missed.
It's sad, but I put out at the beginning of the year, throw out some guests, people you'd like to have on the show, and somebody threw him out. And I was like, good idea, let's do it.
Yeah.
And I guess we're not going to make that one.
No.
Sad.
Well, Houston Astros general manager Jeff Letourneau and manager A.J. Hinch were fired by owner Jim Crane on Monday after Major League Baseball's announcement of discipline following the sign stealing scandal. So they basically saw the punishment and raised it. Mm-hmm. A league investigation confirmed the Astros had cheated by using a camera-based sign stealing system during the regular season and playoffs of their World Series winning 2017 season. Letourneau and Hinch were suspended for the 2020 season, but Crane said the team wanted to go beyond that ruling. I think they also lost their first and second round draft picks for like 2 years.
Yep. And $5 million.
Yes,
the team got fined.
yes, that's right. And meanwhile, Crane said that he doesn't think the Astros World Series title was tainted, but he's firing everyone anyway. As part of the league's penalty, like you said, that they're going to lose those draft picks. They got fined $5 million. MLB said in a statement that if Letourneau and Hinch engage in any future material violations of MLB rules, they will be placed on the league's permanently ineligible list. I don't know that anyone would be picking them up at this point.
I don't know. I feel like if that's your manager and he's trying to win, the guy, deserves a scented candle. I mean, what? I get why you got busted, so you have to pretend, but I don't know.
Look, I get it. Have you tried to watch a third base coach and pick up any of those signs? It's like they're having a fucking stroke, seizure. Like, it's like, I think halfway through the signs, the guy's just like, fucking,
popping and locking.
Does the jerk off move, and he's just like, dude, fucking take a swing. I don't even know what these signs mean at this point.
I played for, I don't know, 5 or 6 little league teams, or I don't know. By the time I got to high school,
where the most stealing was going on.
All I know is belt buckle was always bunt. Bunt was the universal. Sleeve was steel. Yep. And then the belt buckle, and then if they got really complicated, there was the indicator.
Yeah.
So they could do all the belt buckle and all the arm sliding they wanted, but if they didn't give the indicator, which was Carol Burnett talking to her grandma, whatever the indicator had to come first. Otherwise, none of it was all null and void. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's going to sit there and do a bunch of stuff, and you can try to pick off everything you want, but unless I give the indicator,
Simon
with
says.
the ear, yeah,
right.
We had second belt buckle, and then if you wanted us to steal home, it was finger in the asslehole, which was weird because you're standing right next to him at third base. Like, just whisper it to me. But, that hit to
Let's
get it.
make it clear.
Yeah.
The only bit I ever did, monologue I ever did, which was funny, which is, or anyone thought was funny when I was at the Acme Theater a million years ago, is I did this monologue about a little league coach who's like started off, and the kids were like 8 or 9 years old, and he was like, all right, belt buckles, bunt, arms slide, this steal is across the chest, this take or whatever. but you got to look for the indicator. You have to look for the indicator. And then I was like, all right, Bobby. And I started getting, okay, how about a bingo? What about a bingo? How about a bingo? What about a bingo? How about a bingo? Step out, take a look. Take a look now. Take a look. Hey, Bobby, take a look now. Look for the indicator. Bobby, out. Look for the indicator. Here we go now. How about a bingo? What about a bingo? Step out. Take a look. But look for the indicator. Look for the and eventually it just got to a point where no one was looking or doing that. I'm just yelling, bunt! Did you just bunt? Everybody! He's bunting!
Square up and bunt!
Bunting! Just bunt! Everyone should know he's going to bunt because he won't look for the indicator. That's all we discussed, the indicator. But he won't step out and look for the indicator, so he's just going to bunt. I'm going to tell everyone he's bunting.
That's
just,
amazing.
Yeah, but it was just, how about a bingo? What about a bingo? How about a bingo? Come on, a little bingo. How about a bingo? What about a bingo? This weird song where it's like, how about a bingo? What about a bingo? How about a bingo? What about a bingo? How about a bingo? Now step out and take a look.
The baseball filler rhymes, truly. Just we should not update those because how about a bingo? What about a bingo? Should be in between every potential Little League sign.
All right, step out, take a look.
Yeah.
Look for the indicator.
Dust it off. Adjust yourself. Think about your goals. Check in with your folks. Are they watching you? There's a reason they're not watching you. All right, step back in.
Step in, step out. Yeah, there was along the arm was steel, across the chest was something, but the belt buckle was always bunt.
Did you think opposing dads, were ever trying to sign Steele in the stands?
It wouldn't have been complicated. It wouldn't have been complicated.
Because those parents, by the way, if you haven't gone down the YouTube rabbit hole of sports parents fighting in stands,
I love it.
Make a date with Saturday night and log on to youtube.com and just get some popcorn.
Yeah.
Little Paltrow candle and just have some fun.
Nega, I assume. Oh, Brian,
a lot of guys wearing Raiders jerseys with like calf tattoos.
Have you do you get involved in that with Suns games?
You could have just stopped to get involved.
Yeah. No. As a matter of fact, I look at that as sort of valuable time to get caught up on some emails and texting and stuff like that.
I prefer that.
Yeah, I just sit in the gym and watch. And when my son gets on the court, when Sonny gets on the court, I tend to look up a little more, you know. But as soon as he hits the bench, I'm all over my phone. Yeah. And then what I do is I take cues from everybody else. At some point, people start clapping. I'll go, that's right. Yeah, that's good. Huzzah!
Nice play.
Right. But
do you ever scream shit out? My mom in a high school playoff game, I'm at the free throw line. We're down by 2, right? There's maybe 15 seconds left. Dead silent in this packed gym, and she just screams. Single mom, trying to play both parts, very supportive, just screams at the top of her lungs, just have fun.
Oh, wow. No.
And you hear like half the crowd laugh. And I just turn, like, stop dribbling. And I just turn to the side and I go, Mom, stop! And it just makes people laugh even harder.
Worse, is this when you were quick fat?
No, this was high school, so I slimmed down a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, there's an impulse control that a lot of people have difficulty with, and especially moms, and especially when the kid's out on the field.
Yeah.
Like they're
so nervous.
They cannot control themselves. Yeah. All right, sorry.
Well, the field, speaking of which, of Democratic presidential candidates just got a little smaller Monday as New Jersey Senator Cory Booker dropped out his bid for the White House. Booker announced in an email to his supporters, it went a little something like this: I got in the race for president because I believe to my core that the answer to the common pain Americans are feeling right now, the answer to Donald Trump's hatred and division, is to reignite our spirit of common purpose, to take on our biggest challenges and build a more just and fair country for everyone. I will carry this fight forward. I just won't be doing it as a candidate for president this year. The Iowa caucus is coming in next month, so I'm sure we'll start seeing a few more drop out.
This is about the most insulting thing anyone can say, which is I was reading Alyssa Milano's, Tony Danza. I was reading Alyssa Milano's tweets today.
Sure.
About, she was tweeting to her.
Good way to start the week.
Tweeting to her children, explaining about how she'll be remembered historically.
Milo and Bella.
And she read, there was one about Cory Booker being like strong and visionary and so sad that whatever. And I was like, I thought he dropped out a month ago. Like, I didn't know he was still in, which is a bad sign. But yes,
good.
I like to read her tweet. What was her tweet to her children?
Does Tony want to read it?
Is tweeting to your kids, by the way, the new putting like nude pictures in your kids' lunch and having your friends find them at school? I'm just trying to think of ways to embarrass your kids.
I don't know. I feel like my kids would be horrified if I tweeted them. Tony, read Alyssa's. You know her well.
Yeah, can I get some Alyssa tweet music?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. Milo and Bella. You know, someday you'll find this page and read the things people say to your mama. Should have been capitalized. Please know, I don't mind when people are hurtful. Hurtful words don't matter. Change matters. You matter. When you're grown and find this tweet, call me.
Ooh.
I'll tell you everything. Hey, psst. I love you.
Wow.
9/26, Jan 12, 2020.
What's more horrifying to a kid? Tweets to them or finding pussy-scented candles of their mom?
Oh my God. Wow.
Wow, great question.
She also has thoughts on Cory Booker, like you said.
That's what I was reading. I was like, oh, I didn't know he'd sloughed off. But all right, he'll be missed. Now we're having a serious diversity issue, though.
Oh.
All we got is yang and gay.
That's right.
Forget yang and wang. That's all we got.
That's all we got.
We got a bunch of rich people.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Well, except for Buttigieg is the everyman, the gay everyman.
Right. He's every man who's gay. I will say this. I was listening. I don't know what I was watching, but Elizabeth Warren was talking about, here's an interesting thing. I think I found some common ground with the woman.
Oh.
I disagree with many of her policies, but here's a policy I wholeheartedly endorse.
Let's hear it.
I have looked at Elizabeth Warren many times and went, she's like 72 years young or something. Like she does not look like she is in her 70s, early 70s. But I mean, she is 70, but she looks young and not just, there's a sort of she's in good shape, but that's not looking young. That's not being fat and not walking with a her skin, her face, or whatever, her skin looks amazing.
Yeah.
She was doing some interview and she's like, I haven't washed my face in 20 years. And my thing is like, don't use all the soap, don't scrub, don't use all the stuff that takes the oil away, that strips away all the sebum and whatever your body's producing, you're stripping it away and then trying to replace it with some synthesized something. She did an interview and she's like, I don't wash my face, or I haven't washed my face, and you can look it up.
Was that question asked, or did she just bring it up unprovoked? Were they like, what do you think about healthcare moving into the next?
Well, let me tell you this.
Let me talk about healthy skin.
I don't know where it came up, but I do believe the youthful skin is from not doing all the scrubbing.
Yeah.
So this just in, breaking news, Adam Carolla throws all of his support behind Elizabeth Warren.
Wow. Warren Carolla 2020.
That's right.
Wow.
Very
clear
exciting.
Skin.
Yeah.
Take that, Noxema.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see.
This is a print interview with Cosmopolitan.
She goes, because it's Cosmo. Jessica, the interviewer, says, you knew this was coming. What's your skincare routine? Pond's moisturizer. Jessica says, that's a good one. And Elizabeth says, every morning, every night, and I never wash my face.
Never washes her face?
Nope.
Nope.
Do you ever?
Wow. Nope.
What's with the second nope?
Nope.
It's for emphasis.
It's folksy. It's folksier.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and I think we should keep talking about him when you hopefully interview him this year, Adam, and when you make your ball-scented candle, Adam. You'll have one more thing to talk about. Dwayne Johnson has scored a straight-to-series order at NBC for a comedy series based on his childhood, according to Variety.com. The broadcaster, they ordered 11 episodes of the single-cam comedy, which is titled
The Pebble.
That's good.
Oh, my God, is it really?
The Young Rock.
Oh.
Johnson will appear in every episode of the show, which is said to chronicle his formative years. So I don't know if it's going to be like a funny cameo walk-on every time or if he's playing his own father. We don't know.
Is he like the hot gym teacher?
Oh, maybe.
That like the young girls have a crush on?
Maybe.
Well, his dad was a professional wrestler, I believe.
I believe so.
Yeah, so that's got to be for a pretty crazy childhood.
He can certainly play his dad in that respect, playing a wrestler, obviously. Or he's so busy, I wonder if he's going to like Seinfeld-esque wraparounds. You know what I mean? Like, sit in a room for an hour and like knock out 50 of them.
What you mean is like Dolly did for Heartstrings.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know if anyone will get the reference.
Right.
So
I was, and also in that world, I was talking to Kevin Hench from Last Man Standing, my friend, and he was explaining. I said, "Well, how's Last Man?" Tim Allen doing. I said, "How did we do with the show coming out of the gate?" He said, "number 2 overall, for the week or whatever." Nice. And I said, "Oh, that's good news." Second to Young Sheldon.
Wow.
So evidently, the number 1 comedy of at least that week was Young Sheldon, and you know how Hollywood works. If something works, we're going Young Rock.
Find a different way.
Mm-hmm. So that's
what do you think the storyline? I'm curious what sort of obstacles and trials and tribulations Young Rock Pebble went through that is going to be worthy of we said 10 eps?
11, yeah.
Wow. What do you think they Hollywooded up a little bit? Because what was his struggle? I bet wasn't he this big always? Cool, charismatic.
I think wasn't he kind of a scrawny kid that just worked really hard to get all buff?
Well, his dad was a professional wrestler.
So in the genes, but
okay.
I saw Central Intelligence. He was a fat kid in high school.
So he could use the line, "My dad could beat up your dad." Probably
I feel like
true.
I feel like he is doing with his career what the Indians did with the Buffalo. Like just using every single
Holy
part.
Shit. He looks like the kid who fucked Mary Kay Letourneau.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, that's a good pull.
Oh my God,
Adam
he looks
Ray.
exactly like, and he's wearing the Never-Ending Story mezuzah. What the fuck is that?
He's 15 in that picture.
15?
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
He's more of a man than I'll ever be.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
That was a good
I think
pull
there's
with
some
Mary
good genes. And yes, he does look like
what was that kid's name? Vili.
Vili something.
Yeah, I think it's
that
Filipino.
young, wow, dude. That young kid was like, yo, is this the right spelling? And then also like,
he
was
that kid Filipino or something?
Filipino.
Something weird.
Chris, you should know.
That's your claim to fame, right?
Yeah, I know.
They're still together to this day. Shouldn't
No, they broke up.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
was
sorry.
it recently?
But that might have been like a loophole thing. We talked about that.
He was Samoan.
He was.
Well, isn't The Rock
So
Samoan?
The Rock, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that kid.
What
was
if
like,
that kid
she
gets
went
the
to
lead
jail, and then like they were ordered to never be within 50 feet of one another. And they immediately got back together again.
Shouldn't that expunge all the crime and all the convictions? Like, listen, it's just obviously serious
You stand
about
the test
this.
of time.
I'm fine with it. I'm an atheist. You know what I mean? As they used to say when I was a carpenter.
Yeah.
And you'd fuck something up, and I'd go, "Hey, Bob, you fucked that up." He'd go, "Can't see it from my house."
Wow.
That's the way I feel about underage sex.
Oh, God.
Banging your teacher.
You want to bang your teacher? I can't see it from my house. Go to it.
Do you think Mary Kay just had a thing for this 15? I think he actually was 12. Or do you think the kid was so goddamn charming,
Super charismatic?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
a little bit. Which way did the scale fall? You know, was she just like, I can't? What do you want me to do? Like the prince, she's like, what do you want me to do with this kid? Look at the way he winks at me.
Look at him.
Yeah,
The heart wants what the heart wants.
He graded 2 of the spelling tests for me. Do you know how many I had to do? Like,
Really?
holy shit, dude.
We're looking at him.
I'm sorry, Dwayne.
You know those Samoans, they can talk a woman's panties right off. You know what I mean? They're loquacious. You know what I mean? I think Cyrano de Bergerac was Samoan.
I'm pretty sure that
would make sense.
Live that out.
And I think their daughters are like 20 and 22 now.
I guess.
They're adults.
I don't. All I know is
All's forgiven.
everyone is focusing on her and focusing on him. I'm focusing on the husband.
Yeah, where is he right now?
Mr. Letourneau.
He moved to Alaska.
He did.
You'd have to.
Well, what
Yeah.
could you
What
do?
else could you do?
Live amongst the wild.
Yeah.
You got to Mowgli that
Do you
shit.
think you could still work as a greeter at the local Costco? Could you imagine with that in your town?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, you've been cuckolded by a 13-year-old Samoan kid?
People just stop themselves when they ask, "Hey, how you doing?"
Right.
I know how you doing. Yeah. Like,
He became the Grizzly Man. Fun fact.
did he really?
No, he did not.
But
God, so
I
gullible.
think he moved.
I want that to be true.
They divorced in August. The kids are 22 and 21. Yeah. Oh my God, what the hell happened to time? And
coincidentally, they're not into kids; they're into senior citizens.
Oh,
so
wow. I didn't see that.
They went the other way. That's the rebellion.
of
she
course,
was
by their toes.
34. He was 12 or 13.
Oh,
And also, what town were they in? Because
It was Seattle, baby, because I heard about it down here. And you know when something's fucked up, but it still happens in your hometown and it gets national news?
Right.
Like it was like Mary Kay Letourneau had sex with a 12-year-old. And I was like, sweet God. And it was like in Seattle, Washington. I was like, fuck, yeah! That's where I'm from, baby. Finally we get put on the map. Yeah.
Beast mode.
Take that, King Griffey Jr.
So he went to
Beast mode.
The husband went to Alaska, I think. I think he moved out of
You
town.
have to.
Also, it's got to be weird when that guy then remarries. He remarries.
I would imagine.
And
Tell me about your ex.
It's No. Always suspicious and scarred. Like he's got the 13-year-old son.
No.
He brings his 12-year-old, and his wife's like making him a peanut butter and jelly. Like, what are you doing?
That's
You
not the way
just
you
walk in.
looked at
I
him.
caught you making him a sandwich. That's not the way you handed him that sandwich.
Oh, no.
He's in the 7th grade. Yeah,
Exactly.
okay,
My point.
exactly.
Just made my point.
Today he is.
Today he is.
I know what you were going to do with that peanut butter.
Yeah. So you're just going to take him putt-putt golfing, huh? Just innocently. Just
Yeah.
you. Just my son and his friend. You're just going to take him out.
Yeah, I promised if he got a good grade on his paper, I'd
I'll
take him
bet.
putt-putt.
What's he doing for you, sweetheart?
Nothing. We're just going to play a little
I don't trust these 12-year-olds as far as I can throw them. This kid's probably 6 months away from having a pube.
I've known this child since he was born.
Oh, you call him a child. I call him a sex junkie.
This Monday on Dutch Queef.
I don't want to have to move again. And by the way,
Is there
once
else
you
to
move
go?
to Alaska, there's no other place to move.
No.
Go to Newfoundland.
You got to go to Russia at that
Go the
point.
way around.
Yep.
You leave the country at that point. You're out of moves when you move to Alaska. You've done all your moves.
Yeah.
You've been checkmated in the move department. You think you moved to Boston? No. You went right to the end.
Yeah.
You skipped all of them and you went right to Alaska.
Yeah.
And there's no other moves.
He was in Seattle, so where do you go from there?
The Yukon.
Yeah.
There's no place else.
Yeah.
You have to join the French Foreign Legion.
Life at sea. You have no address.
Yeah.
Yes, your new mistress must be the sea.
There's no more signals from the base coach. You're on
Did
your
he
own.
have kids? Did they have kids?
Yeah, they had 4 kids.
Oy vey's, man.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Why haven't they gotten a reality show?
All right, let's all do this. Let's. What were the kids? What were they? Boys, girls, whatever.
Not sure. I do know that when she was imprisoned for child rape in May '99, one of her kids her oldest son had a daughter, so she became a grandparent while she was in prison.
And his stepfather was 13.
Let's play their 4 kids. I want all of us to play their 4 kids. Okay. Adam, when you're asked the question that Max Zapata is going to ask you, you just say ovarian cancer. Okay? That's your answer. You just say ovarian cancer. We're all going to say it simultaneously. Gina, you're going to say lost at sea.
Okay.
Brian,
Bear attack?
you're going to say car accident.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
And I'm going to say hit by a drunk driver while jogging. Does everyone have their answer?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. We're the 4 kids.
How old am I
Mary
again?
Kay.
Yep.
How old am I?
I'm not sure.
You're an adult.
About 11.
We're at the block party.
And we're at a
Do I
block
have a
party, and a neighbor who moved out of the neighborhood before all this took place came back for the block party and is going to ask the question, where's your mom? All right? You ready?
Real quick, do I have a Disney Plus account?
No.
Just trying to get some
ago.
backstory. Okay, it was years ago. Great.
All right, hold on, Max Pata. You're going to ask the question,
Yeah.
where's your mom? All right. Hey, kids, where's your mom? Sorry.
Okay. Hey, kids, where's your mom?
Hit
Lost
by
at
a drunk
sea.
driver
Yeah,
while
just
jogging.
lost at
She
sea.
went
It
to the
was horrible.
doctor and
Nobody
they found a
expected it.
spot, and it turned out to be something more.
I didn't tell you to vamp.
Make it your own. Have fun with it.
All right, the 4 kids were from her first husband, Steve. Yeah, Letourneau. Who?
On the other
Oh,
screen.
we
they
worked
have-
for Alaskan Airlines.
Yeah, he worked for
Oh,
Alaska
there you go.
Airlines.
There's another hub.
One of their kids was 36.
Now?
36, 33, 29, 27. Chris, is this now or when they got
Yeah,
together?
it's now.
Okay.
No, she was 34, so that would have been a
That was-
tough
That
time.
would have
God,
been bending space and time.
Steve's kids. Yeah, they're.
How much?
At what point did things get normal again? At what barbecue? Like,
Well, Adam's always looking for new guest ideas.
Yeah.
One of the Letourneau kids.
holy
God.
shit! I don't know if.
One of them hasn't written a book yet?
Somebody's
find
got to
out.
write a book. All right. Let's do one more.
Okay. Well,
It was quite the Letourneau tangent.
Yeah.
Which follows Dutch queef.
the Rock and Roll...
This week on an all-new Dutch queef.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame fan vote is finally complete. I have the numbers. Over 8 million people voted. And the number one top spot with over 1 million votes.
Pat Benatar.
That's number 2. Dave Matthews Band.
Oh, really?
Yes.
These are the fans.
So I'll give
deserve
you the top 5. This is basically 500,000 votes or more. Whitney Houston, Judas Priest, Soundgarden, Doobie Brothers, Pat Benatar, Dave Matthews Band. The class of 2020 will be announced Wednesday, and the annual induction ceremony will be May 2nd. Now, at the end of the day, the fan vote is really kind of just a publicity stunt, but a good one as it engages people in voting and being interested. And there's a very good indicator that the ones that the fan wants will be inducted.
This makes you feel old when Dave Matthews is in, because I don't think of that as like vintage or rock.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Dave Matthews, but what I'm saying is this feels like a sort of current band.
Sure.
It doesn't feel that way. But on the other hand...
It only takes 25 years to be considered classic rock.
And they came out in 94, I think.
I was looking at Tony Gonzalez in here the other day. It's like, he's in the National Football Hall of Fame, and it's like, he looks brand new. He looks like he can play now. It doesn't like broken down old veteran, whatever. This guy's, there's a new world order.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he's got good rock genes. All right, speaking of rock. All right, Gina, we bring it home?
We'll bring it home. I'm Gina Grad, and that's the news.
Did your phone just queef?
Gina. That was the news with Gina Grad.